In a world filled with darkness and bloodshed, lives a ruthless soldier named Gabimaru. However, his life takes an unexpected turn when he falls in love with the daughter of his village's chief. Gabimaru tries to distance himself from violence and live a peaceful life, but the ruler of the land tries to end his life by any means necessary. In a moment, Gabimaru is given the opportunity to search for the secrets of immortal life on an island full of mystery and secrets, but he must face many dangers and challenges. Follow Gabimaru's hollow story in an exciting adventure full of action, thrill, and dark secrets in this amazing anime. The anime revolves around a soldier named Gabimaru who lives in the village of Iwagakure and works as a soldier, killing many humans without any right. His fame is Gabimaru the Hollow, named so because he is cold and devoid of emotions, killing everyone mercilessly. Gabimaru marries the daughter of the village chief, but he finds that his life did not go in the right or normal direction. He decides not to continue killing people to live with his wife a peaceful life, but he is caught and the governor tries to kill him in many ways, but none of them succeed. Then, an executioner named Sajiri comes to him and offers to go with her to an island that resembles paradise in southern Japan to search for the elixir of life. If anyone obtains it, they will become immortal, and when they find it, they will be granted full pardon from the shogun. Despite the fact that this island resembles paradise, there is a lot of mystery to it, and anyone who goes there will never return. The anime begins with a group of criminals who are executed by beheading, which requires a high degree of skill because the neck is made of strong bones and more than 10 muscle layers. It is not easy to cut it, so when the executioner tried to cut off Gabimaru's head with one blow, it was almost impossible, and he kept hitting him with multiple blows, but nothing happened to him, which made the execution a gruesome scene. In the last blow, the executioner's sword broke, and everyone was surprised by what happened. Gabimaru asked himself why he had not died after all this, then remembered when he took the lives of countless people until now. He was imprisoned in this cell, and then the investigator Sajiri came to learn from him how he did not die. Since he learned assassination skills from a young age, he told her that no one could harm him with a sword, and he was bad at using it. He did not have to use his special ninjutsu powers. She asked him to show her his strength, but he refused. The next morning, the commander orders his soldiers to tie him to a stake to burn him, so they tie Gabimaru well, then put a lot of straw next to him to burn him. It smokes from the flames, so sometimes they kill the criminal before burning him. So one of the soldiers tried to kill Gabimaru with a spear before burning, but the spear broke and nothing happened to him, so they set fires around him thinking that he had been killed, but nothing happened to him except his clothes were only burned. So they took him to his cell and he continued his conversation with the investigator that he never tried to resist and that he wanted them to kill him. Then he began to tell her that his parents never knew them, since he was told that they were killed by the village sheik when he was a baby. When he grew up a little, he began to kill many people, and he did not have any great personal goals. He only killed people when he was ordered to do so. He was arrested by his group because he tried to leave the village. He knows that the village sheik ordered them to do this because they do not allow anyone to leave. I asked him why he tried to leave the village, but he refused. He did not answer her. The next day, the ruler tried to kill him by means of bulls, where he was tied by an eruption to drag him. In execution in this way, a person's legs can bear a force of up to 500 kilograms, but the bulls apply a force of 950 kilograms. This divides the criminal in two, so the soldiers prepared to kill Gabimaru in this way, but they also failed to do so. This is where Gabimaru makes the bulls fall to the ground and they can never move, so the ruler gets very angry at what he sees, because this will disgrace the judge's office. The detective came to Gabimaru and told him that he was the one who said he wanted to kill, but he was resisting the bulls and that he had a strong will to live. She asked him again why he tried to leave the village, so he told her that he was the best soldier in Iwagakure, that he had earned the sheik's recognition and married his daughter, but his daughter was stupid, so she was a good girl. Mindful and very naive, it turned his life upside down. She always wanted him to take off his shoes before entering his house and to pray once a day. They also thanked God for the food together, then expressed their gratitude for the life they took. Where Gabimaru was confused about his affairs and was very upset about what she was doing, so he went to the sheik to tell him that he would leave the village. So the sheik asked him to do the last thing for him, but he lied to him and made his group arrest him. So he knew that he had become a prisoner of this trap, and he also knew that the people of Iwagakure would follow him to me everywhere, even if he fled. It was stupid of him to disobey the sheik in the first place, so he surrendered. At night, Sajiri was walking around with one of the judges, and he told her that Gabimaru has another name, which is Gabimaru the Hollow, as he is a man without blood or tears. Gabimaru resisted so hard that he killed 20 people. So we went to Gabimaru when he was thinking of Sagiri's words that he resists a lot and that he has no connection to life, but he will make everything end in the execution of tomorrow. The next day, they put him in a boiling fire, as this method of execution is known as death in the cauldron, so they use a large amount of oil that burns at a degree exceeding 370 degrees, but nothing happens to him either, so everyone is afraid of him. Then Sagiri talks to the judge that he is ready at any time, so he takes Gabimaru to an unknown place, so Gabimaru asks him about the method of execution this time because he is starting to get tired of this. So the ruler told him that this would silence him, so they reached Sagiri, and the judge told him that she is not an ordinary inspector, but she is a swords tester sent here from Edo, and that she is the executioner Yamada Esaemon Sagiri, as she came from the Yamada clan, who have served as sword testers and executioners for generations, as they are expert swordsmen who can test the sword and cut the throats of criminals in one stroke. Sagiri told Gabimaru that the shogunate had assigned me to execute you, and that you said you wanted someone to kill you. She attacks him with the sword, but he avoids it. She says to him, "You avoided my blow. Why would you have died if you had not moved and attacked him again?" And he avoided it as well. She said to him, "During my work, I learned to know the true feeling of people when they come. The true nature of a person is reflected on the blade. Some take courage before dying, others desperately beg for mercy, and some lie to themselves and claim that they accepted death. There is no doubt that there is a lot of emptiness inside you, but you lied about one thing. You have a connection to life. You really love your wife. For you, she is your only reason to live." Gabimaru gets angry and attacks her. She says to him, "I am right in lying to yourself. Why? And because of your feelings towards her, you could not die in executions and delude yourself that you have no connection to life." He gets angry with her, telling her, "I don't have any connection. You don't know anything about the world I lived in. I'm hollow." He remembers what his wife said to him, and she told him, "I am not hollow." He told her, "No, the title suits me. I got used to terrible and ugly things a lot." She said to him, "This is not true at all. Iwagakure men are soldiers and women give birth. We are not allowed to live as people, and this is what happened to my face. My father's heart burned so that I give up trying to live like a normal woman, but people's hearts do not die that easily." Gabimaru attacks with all his might and says, "I am a cruel-hearted beast. No matter how hard I try, I can never be a human." And he remembers again saying, "I will not make a living by killing people, and we both will live a peaceful life, and the sheik will understand, because this is what is best for his daughter. I will not kill anyone. We will live in a quiet place and an ordinary life." Suddenly, Sagiri shows him a piece of paper, telling him that this is an official pardon that does not take away all understanding from you, but gives you the protection of the shogunate. Thus, neither the office of the judge nor the shinobi of the village can catch Har, but on the condition that you will go with me to an island that looks like paradise, and there is a land full of fertility and joy. It is said that it is located in the far southwest, behind the kingdom of Ryukyu, and that the elixir of life can be found. The shogunate sent a detachment there to search for elixir and obtain it, but sent 5 more expeditions, and none of them returned. We see these people find a vehicle and explore what is in it, and it is full of flowers, and takes this man roses and watches at the body of a dead person. He told her it was a story that sounded like a myth. She told him everyone thought it was just a myth until they saw it. "I came here to look for potential candidates, someone with skill and an unbridled desire for life. On my way here I hear your wife has been in Iwagakure since the day you were arrested. She has shut herself up and hasn't spoken to anyone. She must believe in your return, traveling to a mysterious island with heinous criminals on death row, and their competition for pardon is the only way to meet her, and you will risk it for a life with her." This old man said to her, "It is impossible. I will not release him for that nonsense. He is nothing but a man who is doomed to death, and there are many like him. If you interfere, you will die with him." She told him, "This is an order from the shogunate." He said to her, "You want to see the ninjutsu transform Gabimaru and use his power the soldiers die?" He said to her, "I will do, and find the elixir of life." She said to him, "Come with me, we will go to Edo." And he asks her why we didn't go to the island directly. She said to him, "If you don't want to go, we can cancel the deal." He said to her, "I will go, and I will do anything now. No, I care if I'm going to face convicted criminals or stormy islands to come back alive for."